Dr. Shardul, would you like to address the question? The question is, how should one document the cases properly for the future references?
Yes. So the documentation of or the proper documentation of cases is very important, and there are two aspects. One is a medical legal aspect, and second is for the practice. We are a homeopath, so it's very less likely that we need our cases, documented cases or records for the medical legal aspects or issues. But we should keep that thing in our mind also, and as a homeopath many times we lack in those things. But keeping the good record, documentation is very needed or very necessary. First thing is that either you can print your a case paper with your name or clinic name, or you can just write it down on the plain paper. But keeping or storing it alphabetically is very important, so it is easy to refer, it is easy to find the paper. So alphabetical maintenance is very important. Then the demographic information, the name, the area, the address, the phone number, these are very small things, but are very important in long term. Whenever you want to find the patient, or if suppose you have given the medicine and patient is not coming back, so you should have something to call the patient back, right? You should have at least the number of patient, right? As Dr. Aradhna said, she used to call the patient, right? Initial practice we all do, we are curious what happened to the patient, so we call back to the patient. So taking all the details of patient is very important. Then keeping the record, either you can keep a physical copy, or nowadays we keep a electronic or digital copy, both are okay, right? And medical legally also nowadays electronic or digital copy is okay. The question comes for how long we should keep the case records, right? Many times people ask or student ask how long we should keep. So there is no standard time how long we should keep. As per the authority the timing changes, the different medical councils have different time period. Medical council says minimum 2 years or 3 years you should keep papers. Director General of Health has some different guidelines to keeping paper, right? For medical legal issues, maybe there is no such time, right? You can need any time the case record. So these are the medical legal aspects in that. Then for the keeping the paper, if you want to keep the paper longer also, you can just scan it and keep the electronic record also. For the follow-ups, when you take the follow-up, for the follow-up analysis, you can develop your abbreviations or symbols. So in short you can write, or you can keep the follow-up, so you can save the space, and you can what you can say, accommodate more and more information in small space. Make it a habit. Please put always date when you take the follow-up, if possible time also, it is very important. Because case record is a chronological notes where you write down all finding, examinations and prescription on the paper. So make it a habit, please write the dates. uh, then write all the suggestion. If you want to advise some investigation, so write down in the follow what investigation you have suggested to the patient. Next follow patient comes, write it down, the investigation what you have suggested, what investigation patient did. Write down those investigations, or keep the electronic or digital copy or soft copy of those investigation with that date is also important. uh, then one more thing for the storing purpose, right? When initially it will be not a problem, maybe first 2 3 4 5 years of practice, but eventually after 10 years the number of paper becomes a big problem. So whenever you keep it or store it, the place should be clean, there should be no moisture, or you should do regular pest control. It is very important, and that this I have learned through my experience. So regular pest control is also important. If suppose patient stops the treatment and patient is not coming to you, how to discard the case paper is also important. You just cannot throw away the paper. Either you have to shred it, or either you have to burn it, right? So there are norms also how to get rid of medical record. That is also very important. So these are the few points, right? I feel important for the keeping record. And while you take the follow-up or during the case, please make it a habit, write down small point, because what happens, next follow-up we forget, right? Many times, I don't, if I don't write what I am thinking right now, next follow-up patient comes after 1 month, I will be completely blank. So now what I have started doing, I will write what investigation I have asked patient, patient has denied or patient has agreed. I write it all the things. If I prescribe, if I change the potency, I write down the reason also, why I have changed the potency, why I have changed the medicine. So these things are very important. Whenever in future patient comes for the follow-up, everything will be handy and ready for you, so you can refer easily.